Hi guys and welcome to Chirpse with me, your host Chloe. If you don't know, then get to know. And we have a very special guest today.
Hi, I'm Haaniyah Angus. I'm a writer, an essayist, screenwriter, and many other things.
Many other things. Yeah, I love your fucking, what's it called, mascara today.
Thank you.
I really wanted to get some dark blue mascara for summer.
I got it from Collection from like Boots for like £1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is my thing. I would be wanting to try out stuff with makeup sometimes, but I'm like, I ain't spending all the money to figure out that I don't really fuck with it.
No, I love going to Boots or Superdrug and getting like the £1 mascara, because it will do the same thing.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I'm not trying to be fucking the way that every fucking makeup influencer. I'm not trying to be fucking Jackie Aina. I'm just trying to have fun, like do a little cute one too. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight into it. Actually, no, I'm not. So how long have you known each other for?
Oh wow, a long time.
I feel like it's been like what, 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah. We met on Twitter in a group chat for Black people in London, and yeah.
And it's mad because like I feel like we at the time were all like really online because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like, we just like left the first or second phase of lockdown.
Yeah.
So we were just like.
Was that during Eat Out Out?
Yeah.
They need to round up.
We need friends. We need to make friends.
Yeah.
We can touch the grass, be around people.
Yeah, especially after, because remember, like, first lockdown happened just around the time of the George Floyd incident. And so, like, racial dynamics were very tense, and I feel like we needed blackness and community more than ever. So, yeah, that chat saved my life. And debatably ruined it in ways, but...
Enemies were made, friends were made.
Yeah. So recently, I don't know how recent it was, but recently you did an interview for Milky magazine.
Yes. I wrote an essay on... So this is such a roundabout way to talk about this, but like I had a really strange incident with somebody that I had gone to university with, where one day he had messaged me out of the blue, and I had known that this person had been flirting with me for like 7 years.
Oh wow!
But he had a
persistence.
Well, yeah, he had a long-term girlfriend.
So
this is a really strange thing where I sort of was like, I could block, but I also kind of want to get to the bottom of it and kind of figure out, you know, what this is, because it was like he would message me and then I'd reply back thinking it's really just, you know, platonic. He said like a Star Wars meme or a reel or something, and I'd be like, oh, this is really cool, and then he'd air me and I'd be like, oh, okay. And it'd be like,
probably because he was with his girl.
Exactly. And it was like that for years, and I was like, I don't understand what this is. And so at that point I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. So I was like asking questions, and I was like, you know, like, so what are you doing? Da, 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 da. And eventually got to the point where he admitted that like him and his girlfriend had gone on a break. You know, they got on a break, and that they were opening up their relationship, and that he had always had a crush on me. And I was sat there like, sorry, what did you take me for?
Yeah, that doesn't...
Right? And the thing is, and also, he's white, his girlfriend's black, and his dad is a white South African.
I mean...
Yeah.
I don't even need to say how I feel about them.
You know, added layers to it. But it kind of like took me out, because it was like, you've known me for 7 years, you've had a girlfriend for 5 years. At a certain point, should you have not just been honest with yourself, or one part? Actually, not honest with me, honest with her.
Yeah.
Honest with her.
At least honest with somebody in the
somebody
equation.
Dynamic, you know. And it's mad because I was like, if you had just years ago been like, I like you, etc., I could have been like, okay, do I want to go out with you? Do I not? Is this worth it? Is it not? But I didn't even get to be part of that conversation. And then it was this added bonus of like, we had never hung out in university properly. Like we'd hung out once with a bunch of friends, and that's it. And so I'm like, what is this? What has this crush been sustained on? Yeah. Except delusion and like manic pixie dream girling me.
Yeah. But low-key, is that not what a crush is?
It is, but like for
but not
7
to that.
years.
No, 7 years is crazy.
Is when we met.
Hey, God, I don't know what I was doing in 2018.
And it's like we're both in our mid-20s, like. Yeah, but I wrote the essay mostly just about like the idea of like earnestness and sincerity, and that there seems to be a lack of it in dating. I was having this conversation the other day with my friend, shout out Asia, who listens to this. Yeah,
shout out you, Asia. Thank you for streaming. Love you.
I was saying that, you know, dating has sort of become the third space for a lot of people. You know, we can't go anywhere. We have nothing to do. So like dating apps are like the secret place where we can go to sort of enjoy ourselves and be honest about ourselves, but even not that much, because we're still bound by the constricts of like identity and desire as well. And for me, I was like, I feel like nobody's being honest with what they want, how they want it, who they want. And I was on a date one time with this guy. We were talking about, you know, dating, and I was like, I've had experiences that I've disliked, and I've had people that I might not talk to anymore, whatnot. But for me, I take every experience, you know, as something that has changed me and has made me grow as a person, for better or worse. And I really appreciate that. And he was like, oh, I'm too jaded to do that. Mind you, the man was 29. He was 29. And I was like, sorry, you're 29 years old, talk about jaded. It's crazy. But I genuinely believe that. I believe that,
I believe that
if I ended something with somebody and it didn't go well, you know, 10 years later, I could be like, well, that was an incident that I went through, and it taught me this thing about myself, or this thing about what I like or I don't like, my boundaries are, what my boundaries aren't.
You know, I get being jaded. I think maybe not so much anymore, but I think maybe like 2020 to like 2023, I was a very jaded person. Like, I tended to be quite cynical and jaded, especially when it came to like, you know, like new friendships, especially friendships with men, relationships and that kind of stuff. But my problem with jaded people, especially men, because the way that men tend to express their jaded feelings is very particular. One thing I hate about jaded niggas is that they co-opt this like intense like defeatism. Defeatism becomes their religion. Everything that could be hopeful, they have to squash it for themselves, for others, for whatnot. And it's almost like this acceptance. It's like they find contentment in being pessimistic. It's like, life is hard and people are shit, full stop. Whereas for me, it's like, I'm someone where it's like, I would try and always work against things. I would work against my insecurities. I work against my preconceived notions of people, whatnot. So yes, I'm still quite a jaded person because you know, probably better than some of the audience. Like, I have had a very like colourful life experience. I have lived at least 4 lives so far. And, you know, I've seen the worst sides of people and continue to see that. But yes, that makes me a bit cynical sometimes. However, I'm like, okay, cool, the world's shit and everybody sucks, so I'm going to do better. Like, okay, cool, I find it hard to trust people and open up to people, so I'm going to work on that and cultivate community and cultivate love, like, in the ways that I can. Like, don't let the world win, guys, please. Like, sorry, that's the most loserish thing. Like,
and what I said to him was like, I'm honestly going to be like, I'm a hopeless romantic, but I'm also deeply cynical, and I think the both can coexist. Like, I don't need to be, you know, delulu and like pretending as if like nothing, everything's just roses and pixies, you know,
sunshine, lollipops,
exactly, like rainbows, like a Katy Perry music video. But at the same time, I'm also like really cynical, and like I've had bad experiences. I've seen bad experiences in my own family, specifically when it comes to abuse and different things. So like, I do know that relationships aren't, you know, completely easy. But I don't know, man. Like, I want to go around life being like, you know, maybe love does exist.
Yeah.
You know, I know people. One of my best friends has been with her boyfriend since the first year of university, and they live together, and they're literally basically a married couple. And they're like,
love that.
They're so deeply in love. And every time she FaceTimes me, I'm just like, this is what it is.
This is what life's about. Yeah. I can't remember whose quote it was. I'm sure you've seen it, but one of my favorite quotes about love is, I know that the love that I desire and deserve exists because I exist. Yeah. And I feel like we're both people who really embody that. I'm like, I literally glow. I'm like, there is love everywhere I go. Like, I love my friends so deeply. Like, I really try and intentionally cultivate love in my life. I'm like, yes, I might not have necessarily found like that in like a romantic partner or like a person or whatnot, but I know it exists because I feel it, and I feel it for people who also exist. Yeah. So it can,
It's like I tweeted like ages ago. I was like, if I ever get embarrassed about double texting somebody, I'm like, well, the person who's in love with me wouldn't care that I was double texting them. Yeah. You know, they would enjoy it actually.
Yeah. And it's interesting because obviously Valentine's Day was recently. Did you do anything?
No. I was sick also, so I was like,
oh yeah, I remember seeing your tweets.
I was ill and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm jaded. I'm sick as well.
But yeah, I think I don't think I've talked to you guys about my Valentine's yet. I had a great Valentine. Like, probably the best Valentine's that I've had ever. And like, I love Valentine's Day. I love Halloween. I love my birthday. I love New Year's. Like, I'm a big like holiday person. So for me, I was at a stage where I wasn't looking to date at all. In fact, I was actively not looking.
dating,
Like, I was not dating. Like, intentional choice. And I didn't really have any like desire for like affection and those kind of things. I was more so just horny. And so I was kind of faced with a quandary where I was just like, I know I want to celebrate Valentine's Day. Love my friends. I would have happily done a Galentine's, but I know that on Valentine's Day, I wanted to spend it with somebody who I desire and who desires me.
Yeah.
Or who's attracted to me, or we have some sort of chemistry going on. So I decided to, do you know what? Valentine's was approaching. I hadn't booked a date yet. And I was getting kind of like panicky, not panicky, but it's like, you know, when a date's coming up and you're just like, well, I haven't sorted out the plans. And I was talking to Shah, shout out to Shah, on FaceTime. And I was like, Bestie, I know I want to do something on Valentine's Day. I just don't necessarily know who I want to do it with, or I don't necessarily feel comfortable asking the person I wanted to spend it with me. Or people, who knows. So Shah was kind of just like, why don't you just book the restaurant? Like, just book the date and the rest will happen. I was like, let me try that.
That was right.
And so I booked the date. I booked like a nice, like fancy, like date at like a bougie, like whiskey bar that also does like amazing food. Like, and then when it came to who to ask, right? I'm not shy to say this because the person I ended up spending with knows this. I was torn between two people. Now, do you know what, y'all? Fuck it. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm gonna give y'all the content. Okay. So the two people, one of them was gonna be an ex. Right? And this was for many reasons. One, because this ex had broken up with me just before Valentine's Day. And so one of
PTSD.
Oh no, yeah. In fact, I've been dumped twice. Like the last 2 years, like just before Valentine's Day, the person I'm seeing will break up with me.
Oh my god, I'm so
First
sorry.
one being Adem. Shout out to you. Go check out his episodes if you haven't watched them already. We actually did a Valentine's episode a few years ago. But oh yeah, I still made him do the episode after.
That's so funny.
And the other one was my ex. And so me and this ex were still cool, and one of the running jokes in our friendship has always been, oh, you still owe me a Valentine's. Because I don't, like, cool, we aren't together. No. You deprived me of having the Valentine's experience that I wanted.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not we were together, I would have still loved to do something. Let's act cutesy and just like get each other gifts and whatnot. Let's cosplay romance.
Yeah.
So I was gonna message that ex because I'm like, that's someone I'm comfortable with. I'm like, I already know what it is. Like, we're friends. It would have been fun. And then like I've recently built like a newish friendship with somebody who we have like a very like affectionate friendship, and I think he's kind of like shown me, he reminds me a lot of myself, and he's I feel like, again, because I've become so jaded, I think sometimes I don't let like the softer and like brighter and like sappier parts of myself shine, and he's someone who's really brought that glow out of me. Like I feel like I'm a human again. Like I didn't realize I haven't felt human for so. I'm trying not to cry, but I haven't felt human for so long, and it's literally like, it's not that like he came and illuminated my life. It's more so like he showed me parts of myself that I'd forgotten, and I realized that I was the light. Like I am the light. Like I don't need anything else. And it's so nice to, like, you know, when you make a new friendship, it's exciting. Like love to my friends, love to my homies, but like everyone knows that when you make a new friend, you're excited. You're excited for when you're next going to see them. You're excited to do things together, to like learn more about them. Yeah. So it was so nice to do that with somebody that like I am attracted to. Like I won't lie, I had a little bit of a crush, have a little bit of a crush. That's okay. And sometimes it's okay to have like crushes within friendships without any expectation. I think it's honestly healthy, because I've had a lot of, usually when I'm sorry, someone just made a farting noise outside, but what's I saying? But when I've had like, you know, like bromances in the past, usually I'll have like a cute little friendship crush, and then we'll have like a very like romantic cosplay kind of bromance, and then like I don't stop the crush. So the crush gets to keep ascending until it gets to an unhealthy point where it's like, this person's actually my good friend now. And I'm actually experiencing very conflicting feelings.
It turns to limerence.
Yes. Especially in situations where those people aren't attracted to men. And in this, how vulnerable am I being on this? Okay, we're in this with this friend, there was a point where I think I made a joke because we cosplay romance sometimes.
I love that word cosplay.
Yeah,
like cosplaying romance.
Because I think for me, one of my I desire companionship, but that I don't want to date. I don't want to be in a relationship right now, and I had to analyze what that means. Yeah. And I think that the desire to have companionship, romantic companionship, when you don't want to date, I think a lot of that is wanting to have a safe space to give yourself permission to be romantic. And so with this person, it's like we hang out weekly. We call it dates. We're just like, oh, when's the next date night? Sometimes we're like super touchy and cuddly with each other. Like I get to flirt with somebody who I feel safe with. I get to like act all mushy and even like say things that like I don't mean. Like today he posted I saw some pictures of him and I was literally just like, there was one that was like really, really like just really good. And I was like, I can't lie, you look so beautiful. Like I want to like print this picture out and put it in my wallet, like one of those like 1950s like housewives whose husband died in the war. And I'm like, but like that, you know, the kind of crazy shit that like you think in your brain. I'm like,
that thing of like when you like someone so much, like all sense of logic is on your brain and you're just like,
yeah, but it's like in a dating situation, especially if it's early stages, you would probably hold back.
Yeah, you don't.
You wouldn't say that. I'm like, this is a friend who I'm not trying to date. Yeah. This is a friend who like I'm not in a rush. Like I'm not trying to make anything happen. I'm just being, and so it's just really nice to like feel safe to act that out with somebody, and it's also probably really healing because it means that the next time I do date, I probably won't hold back as much.
Because it seems worth it to be more vulnerable with somebody. And the thing is like being vulnerable sucks. Like
it does.
I think people, especially now, we have such a fear of vulnerability because when you look at dating, specifically on online, culture, a lot of dating is done through the lens of social media. So, Hinge profiles get screenshotted, people get exposed.
And
that whole thing that happened with like West End Caleb years ago, where like, obviously, I'm not saying him sending nudes to women was okay, but I'm saying that like a bunch of women being like, well, he's not dating me seriously and he's not dating you seriously, so let's contact his job. It's like, so based on that, nobody wants to be honest with anybody because they're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be turned into a meme or a viral sensation just because I want romance. Yeah. Or that one boy on Twitter who posted that picture of him with flowers saying that he was going on a date. Oh. And all the comments were full of like incel men and right wingers who were just like, oh, why are you getting her flowers? You just need to go to the gym. She's not going to date you. And it's like, yo, what happened to women? What happened to wanting men to be happy? As they that
really upset me.
It really upset me as well. Like that
bless him. I hope he's well.
I do too.
But yeah, like guys, like romanticize everything.
Honestly,
like can't lie.
Life is hard enough.
Like, and it's really interesting to see. So obviously, since this friendship has helped me like bloom back into myself, I've noticed how I'm showing up in my other friendships, and I love it. Yeah. Because I think sometimes with friendships, especially when they're long-term friendships and you've been friends for years, you can get lazy, you can get complacent, you get too comfortable. Yeah. And it's like now I'm making way more of an active effort to see my friends. Like I've had so much more one-on-one time with my friends, which that like I really struggled with because one, honestly, because of money, and two, I'm not someone who has a lot of time. I'm a very busy person. So usually the most convenient way to see people is at parties and group settings and whatnot. And like, now I'm just finding like little nooks and crannies of time. Like even like this today, like we're going for tacos afterwards. Like I'm super excited. Like go on dates with your friends, guys, and call them dates. Like it's cute. It's cute.
I love it. Like it's so fun to just be like, we're gonna meet up this day, and we're not gonna do anything else except just like talk. And just like catch up. Like sometimes my mate, like they just come around to my house, and I'm just like, we're just drinking tea, talking, and that's it.
That's what life's about. That's what life's about. Let's see how we are for time. Okay. So, since we mentioned you mentioned that cheating incident earlier, where that guy was talking to you and had a long-term girlfriend. A couple of weeks ago, I did ask you guys to send me stories of how you found out that you were getting cheated on. Okay. Oh. How I found out I got cheated on, I went through the phone, of course. I've never, and let me not say I've never been for a phone. I'd be going through all my niggas, as in my homeboys. I've never gone through the phone of someone I've dated. But like, if we're friends and you leave your phone, I'm going to go through your phone.
I don't think I've touched anybody's phone. I don't know if it's because I'm very trusting, or I'm just like, the thought doesn't go through my mind.
Yeah, the thought doesn't.
Yeah.
The thought doesn't go through my mind. And other lies we tell ourselves. Someone said, I've never been cheated on in Jesus' name.
Real.
Oh, someone said they got the, hey girlie, you're so and so, right? In this life, if I ever get the
and
hey.
do you know what? I was really debating that with that guy, or whether or not I should message his girlfriend, because apparently we did the same course in uni, but we never knew each other. So we had mutual friends. I was like, should I message? Should I? But then my friend was like, I really think she might. There might be the chance that she'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You are trying to ruin my relationship.
Especially because that's somebody you have physical proximity to in real life.
Yeah, because she lives in London, he lives in Oxford.
Yeah, she might have thought you had ulterior motives, yeah.
You know?
I can't lie, I'm someone who sees cheating a lot, or knows about cheating a lot. I've never sent I've never like let someone know that they're being cheated on. Even if I know them personally, even if I'm friends with them.
I feel like if it's one of my close friends, I have to.
If it's one of my close friends. Yeah, there was a situation a couple years back where I don't think I told my friend immediately that like their man had tried to move to me. But do you know what? Do you guys want this story? Okay. So a couple years back, I was out with a couple of my girls, and one of them had brought their boyfriend around, right?
Wait, so the boyfriend did this in front of the girl?
No. So we were like in like a party situation, right? Yeah. And I didn't know this boy too well. When we had hung out in group settings, he'd always been cool. Not someone that I had like a proper friendship with. I was just like, yeah, you're cool. Like I like you for my friend. Like you see,
you're the friend's boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, because my friend's boyfriends, either gives like, you're like my distant cousin now, or it gives like you're my brother-in-law. Yeah. Like, cause like sometimes like when my girls get like fun boyfriends, I love like, I'm like that's my sister now. Like, yeah. So in this case, it wasn't that, like we were more just acquaintances who got along. Now, I may have missed signs that like there may have been signs that I'm not aware of, because I'm someone where I'm like, if I don't have a reason to consider something, I just won't. Yeah. Because why would I think that my friend's man is looking at me in a certain way?
Yeah, I would be like, you're just looking at me, like.
Yeah. And then so there was a situation where me and this boy, we both went out to smoke whilst, the girls were getting ready to go out to the club. So me and him were out having a cigarette. It's cold, like just making chit chat. And he's quite a creative person. So naturally we end up talking about creativity. And I feel like creativity and sex are very linked. Like they tend to blend into each other in conversation. So he starts asking me questions just like, oh, like, how did you know you were bi, by the way? Didn't ring any alarm bells. I was like, I don't know. And then I was just like, just telling him my tea. I was just like, yeah. He was like, I'm like, how does it feel to be like, how do you actually feel about boys? How does it feel to be attracted to them? And I was describing it. He was like, He was like, okay. And I was like, why are you asking? He was like, I'm having some feelings that like I haven't really like felt before, like confronted before. And like, I feel like I might be bisexual. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, describe the feelings to me. And again, I'm talking to him because I had this conversation. I'm trying to help you. Yeah, I have this conversation a lot. And honestly, a lot of the times, the context is the person is into me or I'm into the person and whatnot. In this situation, I'm thinking like, oh, like, let me help this nigga out. So he's now describing his feelings to me. And I was just like, oh, bro, yeah, like it sounds to me like, you like boys, but that's okay. I'm like, I was like, honestly, you don't even have to deep it too much right now because you're dating a girl right now. Like, you don't even have to like do anything about it right now.
That box doesn't need to be unlocked right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm even encouraging him like, oh, you should, talk to her about these feelings and whatnot. And I was like, no, but this is exciting. I'm like, how are you feeling? Like, because when you first step into the scene, it's like you might not have figured out your types and stuff yet. So I'm asking him like, oh, like, like what are your types? Like what kind of porn do you watch? Because I'm like, boy talking. I'm like, oh, like, do you watch any specific kinds of porn? Da-da-da. He's like, yeah, like I like this and this and this. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, be careful because the porn pipeline can get extreme, especially when you're trying to discover yourself. I was like, stay off the apps. I know you're seeing my friend, but like, stay off the apps anyways, because they weren't exclusive. Well, debatable. But they weren't official. So I was just like, listen, if it like, just stay off Grindr because that's not a good way to discover yourself. And then I was asking him about his type, and he was just like describing his type in boys. And bear in mind, I'm drunk, so I'm really not deeping it. But things are start, and then I was just like, oh, like give me an example, like any celebrities or whatnot. And then he was like, oh, like you be my type, and I was like, okay. I was like, oh, that's sweet. I was like, oh, that's really sweet. I was like, that's really sweet. I was like, like you're not too bad yourself. Like I think my cigarette went out, and then like he came close to me to like light my cigarette, and again I didn't deep it, but like he was making very strong eye contact with me, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is at this point I'm thinking like, okay, I feel like you you maybe have a little crush on me in my head, but again. That's fine. None of my business. I don't give a fuck because that has nothing to do with me. Yeah. I don't blame someone for having a crush on me. Like I get it. Yeah. And then I swear I like must have been looking away. I like took my cigarette out of my mouth, and then like all of a sudden, like he was just kissing me. And bear in mind, I was very drunk.
His girlfriend's inside.
Yes. A couple meters away, in fact. And you know, like I was drunk here. I was so shocked. Like I don't know what my reaction time is. I will be so real. I know I did not kiss him back though. Yeah. But I like when I realized what was happening, I was like, you drunk? I was like, you good? Because also I didn't want to embarrass him. Yeah. I was just like, are you good? He was just like, yeah, sorry about that. He was just like, I don't know. I was just like, listen, I get it. Like we've just been having a conversation about like stuff that you want to try with guys. You said I'm your type. And I don't know what preconceived notions you have about me because I think sometimes people assume that like that's something I'd be okay with. Yeah. I'm like, you need to take a chill pill. And he was just like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I was like, listen, it's fine. Like, I'm not mad at you. Just don't do that again. Yeah. And after that happened, we literally went inside and just continued with our night. And I can't remember because I was drunk, but I'm pretty sure I didn't tell this friend for... I think I've told...
But I imagine you being in shock though. Like,
oh no, I was. Because also I'm like, I was way younger than I am now. And like, I was also scared because it's like, I haven't been around many boys like that. I'm like, the old boys are scary. I'm like, he could hurt me. He knew where I lived. I was like, you could hurt me. We are outside a lot together. What if my friend doesn't believe me? What if she thinks that it's a... You know, there's like Netflix narratives of like the like pathetic gay boy who's pining over the straight boy who's dating his friend and then they have an affair. Euphoria. I was like, it didn't give that. So I was just like, do you know what? Yeah, I actually don't think I need to say this to anybody. Yeah. Especially because I'm like, I don't think that he's going to do it again, especially to anyone else. I think he did that with me because he was comfortable with me. Yeah. Because in his mind it was okay because we're friends or whatever. And the reason I didn't tell my friend is because, I just didn't really think she needed to know.
Are they still together?
No. In fact, they woke up that same night because he was outed. He was outed for cheating.
Wait. No. Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, I did tell the girl like a couple years later. I was just like, oh, by the way, like, you know when this happened, like, sorry I never told you. Let me round up with some more things, some more ways that people found out they were getting cheated on. One nigga said, she told me her damn self. Bro, sorry, Nick. Someone else said, he called me the day after to tell me. I broke up with him the day after. This was 2 weeks into dating. Hey!
2 weeks? You lost 2 weeks?
Oh my God.
What?
Someone said, okay, so this is a girl, right? He passed me the phone to look at a document. I swiped and found incriminating evidence. Oh, no. We weren't exclusive, so I couldn't be too mad, but I was told I was the only one. Someone said, when he asked me to give him a baby coat I was selling, turns out it was because his side thing just gave birth. Another guy said, I caught her messaging the dude while on the highest point in Paris. You were on vacation. Oh. You were doing up Vive le romance.
Like, what did that say? Le fromage.
Le fromage.
Le fromage. And the cheat. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Sorry, bro. Have you ever been cheated on?
No.
Real. I just want to say on record, I have never cheated in any way that matters.
In any way that matters?
Yes, I believe I've emotionally cheated on somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We were open, and I was allowed to get with whoever I wanted whilst I was back in London, because we dated when I was in Brighton. I was allowed to do what I wanted to do in London. But there was one particular person.
They didn't want you.
Yeah, they didn't want me to, who was an ex that I was best friends with, which seems to be a running. Guys, I promise I'm a good man. I promise. But I was a teenager. Yeah, I went back to London, and I was having one of my spontaneous wild adventures. One of my rich friends was like, "Hey, do you want to come to my penthouse in Chelsea?" And my ex at the time, or my ex at the time, was the one friend I could rely on to be spontaneous with me at any given time. Yeah. So when I found out we were going to the penthouse, I literally called them. I was like, "Hey, sexy, you feeling spontaneous?" Which isn't out of the norm for how we communicate. That ex is very much like
talk to everyone like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like that, and that ex was like more. I thought it was giving like sisterhood.
Yeah.
I was in denial.
Yeah.
And you know, I'd assured my partner at the time, you know, like, I don't have any romantic hang-ups with this person. I don't want them to. When we went on that spontaneous adventure, something about being in that penthouse and
the vibe shifted.
The vibes and like, it was just everything was just amazing. It was like being a teenager and living your dream Gossip Girl life. Yeah. And then we shared a drunken kiss that turned into more drunken kisses and more making out. And then we shared the bed together. And then, funny enough, it was the guy whose penthouse it was. We kind of had like a little vibe going on.
Oh, so there's challenges up in there.
Yeah, like he was like a bi guy who was like, he didn't really play with guys apart from me, and so I guess that made him feel like a certain like possessiveness over me. Whereas because we were friends, I'm like, oh yeah, we all chill and party. Like, you're not gonna be you get with girls and parties. Like, you're not gonna be mad if I. Yeah, he walked into his parents' bedroom at like 8 a.m. in the morning and found me and my ex like shirtless, like in our underwear in bed. He walked in, looked at me, saw my ex. He was like, oh. And then he just walked out. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Before we wrap up, I did want to play a little game with you.
Yeah.
I did want to discuss our ick list on dating apps.
Yeah.
So things on dating apps that really turn you off a person. And if you could, please speak in full sentences. So every time you say an ick, say, one of my dating app icks is. Okay. So I'll start. One of my dating app icks is when people, especially men, when people have prompts or things in their bio that ask you to guess their ethnicity.
Ew, that's terrible. That is terrible.
Firstly, it's usually black people because I mostly date them anyway. Sorry, a nigger is a nigger. The most I'll be able to say is like, you look East African, you look West African. At the point where I'm having to now throw out wild cards like Mozambique. When was the last time you met someone from Mozambique? love to the Mozambicans, innit? But like, I don't think I've ever met somebody from Mozambique in my life. Pete.
Was it prompt again?
Oh yeah. Guess. Oh.
No, like
one of my dating app. Wait, sorry. I want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, Mozambique.
Yeah. The reason that guess my ethnicity is cringe, is because it speaks to a certain like attitude towards ethnicity, race, and blackness that you find in people who are colorist, find in people who are texturist and featurist. If you don't know what those words mean, fucking Google it. But or you should know by now. Yeah. But it's like, why is
they want to be the special one?
Yeah, it's like, especially like no shade, we the East Africans and the Caribbeans, child. They're like, yeah, I got a little bit like Jamaican. I'm a little bit Spanish. Like, I'm a little bit like Latino.
Portuguese.
Like, okay, and like I came from the same earth you came from. I'm from fucking Nigeria and Uganda. Like, well, like big up to them. Like, sorry, Nigeria is the forefront of Afro beats and black music right now. So you can't tell me nothing about I'm light skinned, I'm Blasian. I don't give a fuck. Freak.
Especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my dating app icks is when people don't have proper good, like, they have group photos in every single photo.
Yes.
Because I realize, especially when I'm going through my friends as well, I'm just like, this is an epidemic. It's not just happening to me. Everybody is seeing it. It's like, you need one photo. At least one.
At least one.
At least the first one. And if the rest of them want to be group photos, you want to show that you're... Basically, I think of a dating app profile like a yearbook profile. Like you're in high school, where you're like, I'm on the soccer team. Yeah. I'm on dance club. Like, I get you want to show people your activities. But if I can't see what you look like...
Yeah.
I'm not dating you because you play soccer.
Especially because in these group photos, like, they're usually quite candid. So I'm like, I can't actually tell what you properly look like.
Yeah.
And I think as well, it's like, my perfect dating app layout is like one group photo, one pair or small group photo. Like, I don't mind seeing you with another friend. The rest is just you.
Yeah.
And one smiling. Yeah, that gives me the ick as well. Okay, that brings me on to perfect segue to one of my dating app icks is when people have group pictures or pictures of other people and they're the ugliest one. It's so, I don't mean to be rude, but why?
I just saw a TikTok about this.
Because do you know the amount of people I've liked on Hinge, yeah? Because I want their homeboy.
This has happened to me where somebody liked our mutual friend Ollie. Somebody liked a picture of Ollie on my profile and was like moving to Ollie, and I was like, that's not me. Imagine me and Ollie. Me and Ollie don't look alike at all.
Hey, God.
So I was like, what are you talking about?
Your light skin privilege didn't work that day. I'll tell you that.
No, I was like, we literally look so different. It's great. I was like,
do you know what one really evil thing that I do on dating apps is? And ladies and gays, this is a special tip for you. If you see a group picture where the person's friends are fine art and you want a specific friend, here's how you get their Instagram from the person. Right, so let's say it's Hinge, right? I've seen a guy, he's posted up with his homeboy. Homeboy looks fine as fuck. Homeboy looks like my type. I would like the picture, and then let's say like homeboy is like number 3 in the group photo. I'll be like, oh my God, hey, like nice to meet you, whatever the fuck. And I'll be like, a random, but what's number 3's name? Like I'm pretty sure I met him on a night out. And they'll be like, oh, like his name's like Brandon or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if that was his name. Wait, send me his Instagram so I can check.
And it works?
Always.
Wow.
And I may or may not have slid into a few DMs. Yeah.
Oh, please take note then.
Yeah. It works.
Oh yeah. What's your other? Did you say the other dating epic?
Oh yes.
The finest one.
Well, yeah. Group pictures with fine. Like one of my dating app icks is when people have group pictures and all of their friends are finer. One, I don't care in general. Like if your friends are finer, everyone's more attractive than someone.
Want the group lead.
Yeah. I don't want the lead of the group. I don't need the finest one. He might not be my type. He's probably an arsehole. Yeah. But baby, if you don't have the self-awareness to understand that like you're making yourself look worse in comparison, then... But sometimes I rate it though. Sometimes it's like, y'all ain't that far apart, but the fact that you posted the picture with the finest one means that you are confident in your own source. And I'm like, that's my type. And to be honest, the most conventionally attractive one usually isn't my type anyways, because I like unique faces.
I figured my other ick. So one of my dating app icks is when men compare themselves to other male celebrities on their app. So like if you compare yourself to like Paul Mescal or Austin Butler, sorry, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because
you're not him. Like, you're not him. You may be him, but you're not him.
You're not him. You can wear the short shorts if you want.
Listen, I ain't gonna be mad. I have another one to do with group pictures. One of my dating app icks is when specifically with Black or ethnic people, if I go through your profile and I see group pictures,
and every friend is white,
all your friends are white, it may have just been for that picture. I don't know that. And sorry, I'm sure there's pictures of me out there where like I'm with a bunch of white people. I don't care about that, but it's the fact that you chose that picture.
Them,
It shows a lack of intentionality, which means that you are probably not someone who's critical about race in your day-to-day life. You probably aren't that invested in your ethnic community in general. Because I'm someone like, I could probably find pictures of me hanging out with white people, but I have enough pictures of Black people that I would just put those.
I've met people like that in real life. Like I remember I was out once, me and my friend ran into this guy, and he was, I don't know where he was from, Surrey or somewhere, but like it was so funny. He wore like a necklace of the shape of Africa, and I was like, oh, haha, are you like the Dr. Umar Hotep? And he was like, what's a Hotep? And I said, what?
Hey.
And all his friends were white, and I said, are you joking? He was like, no. And I was like, and mine was Nigerian as well. And I was like,
Nigerian man that uninvolved in his culture is crazy. You don't really see that.
Huh. So you're wearing a necklace for what? For the white women?
PSA. I am not a good friend to black people who don't have black friends.
Yeah, same.
If you are a black or ethnic minority person, right, who wants to be my friend, I'm not a good starter friend. I'm not a good first black friend. You will not meet my standards. We will not.
We will argue. We will butt heads.
We won't even argue because I won't even have the discussions with you. Because at the point where I feel the need to like educate or correct you, I'm like, oh, this nigga's an idiot. Like you're not for me, and you just might stop getting replies from me.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one before we close out. One of my dating app icks. Now, okay, let me just say, okay. One of my dating app icks is filters on your pictures.
Oh, do people still do that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
One of my homegirls does it. I'm looking at you, girl. My thing is, I'm a filter fascist in the sense of like I'm very anti-filter.
That is the funniest way to describe that.
No, I am a filter fascist. I think I tend to be very on the extreme hyper-ethical side of it, where I understand that filters can create, curate, or accentuate body dysmorphia.
Yeah, they can.
People, you guys do not realize the extent
It's
of the damage.
digital body dysmorphia.
Yeah, like you guys don't realize the extent of what it's doing to you. I know that as somebody who used to use filters for fun. I didn't use them because I wanted to look different. But you know, like there was that era where most filters that were fun filters were still editing your face.
Lightening, making your nose smaller.
And we didn't have the option to take that off, right? And so it's like the filters that I was using for fun were contributing to how I saw myself. And then one day I read an article about it and I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like the idea that like something that I'm using for fun is changing how I feel about myself. So I used to use Instagram filters a lot for fun, but nowadays you'll the pictures you see the pictures I post on my story.
I don't think I've had a filter on my face since like 2019.
Oh, you've done well.
Yeah, because at a certain point I was like, I can't look at myself normally or post like a normal picture of myself without feeling bad. So I was especially the pandemic helped because I was not posting pictures. So I was like, let me cut this out.
It does real fucking brain damage. Like, and love to my friend. She knows she's too far gone. One day I'm actually gonna
hold an intervention.
I think it'll be okay though because she's. No, I'm not gonna make myself edit more stuff. But I think it'll be okay. But like I use like 3 silly filters a year maybe. And even if I do, I always turn off the settings that edit your face because I just don't like that. I'm like, I like how I look. Yeah. I'm happy with how I look. I think I look fucking beautiful. I love my features. I should not have to have that taken away from me because I want to have fun and be a silly guy. Yeah, cool. So if I see filters on someone's profile, I'm like, why are you trying to deceive me? Like, one, I can see this as a filter. So what it's telling me is that you are like vehemently insecure in how you look, even if you look fine. But that tells to an insecurity. That tells to insecurities that you're going to project on me. Tells me your politics. Tells me how you view other people as well. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird as fuck to me.
I feel like in relation to that, I get to ick when I see people have non-political. Especially on Hinge.
Yes, on Hinge.
The non-political.
If I see you with non-political,
I'm always like, I'm so sorry, but what do you mean non-political? Especially when I see somebody who's like Muslim and they're non-political.
No, that's my number one deal breaker.
I'm like, I know you're not political. I just know you're.
I know you're a bigot. I know you are political.
You have some beliefs.
Like you are political. You're just a fascist.
Yes, you're just a fascist. It's like you have beliefs over certain things, but you're like, oh, everything else is not that deep. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I hate not that deep ass nigga.
I tend to, when I'm not filtering it properly, I used to tend to get like a lot of like conservative men liking mine, and I'm like, I don't understand why you think.
What is it with conservative men and loving big black women?
I asked.
They want a thick chocolate queen.
Ask for the audience. Ask for the audience. Like, I don't get it. It always happens to me in real life and online, and I'm like, leave me alone.
And also, I think a lot of it is to do with like the colorist and fat phobic assumption that you guys will settle.
Oh no, I literally had this conversation with my literature agent the other day, because I'm working on stuff, and I was like, this assumption that happens to me in real life, where like a man will hit on me, and then I won't be interested, and he'll basically be like,
guys, sorry, my
freaking
fly's
out.
undone. Yo, what? That means it's been undone since I left my house. Hey, no wonder that babe was staring at my crotch. I thought she was feeling me.
So, but yeah, in real life it happens. Like I remember I went out with my friend and this guy was hitting on me and it was so silly. Like he was like, "What did you do today?" And I was like, "I went to the cinema." And he was like, "With who?" And I was like, "What do you mean with who?" He was like, "You went with a nigga, right?" And I said, I said, "I don't know you from Adam." And the whole night he was hitting me. It got to a point where I said, "Assalamu alaikum, brother. Leave me alone." Like I was trying to Muslim zone him.
Yeah.
I was trying to do whatever I could.
I love Muslim zone.
You know, and it just wasn't working because I guess in his mind he was like, "Well, why are you saying no to me? Like you don't have anything better." And that's a common thing that happens.
Yeah. It's I find it I mean it doesn't make sense to me because only things that make sense to me. But like sure, I guess if that's you guys' prerogative, then go suck a dick. I'm gonna wrap up because we wanna go film the Dilemmas episode. Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. Guys, go check out Han's writing. I'll put her. Is it your Substack?
My Substack, yes, but also you can check my website out. It's like
okay, I'll put your whole link.
Haaniyah.co.uk. All my stuff will be on there.
Yeah. I'll also put the link to your Milky Mag interview. I'm actually due to I did an interview with them about the podcast. So I'm due to post it soon.
That's so fun.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Bye. Fuck words.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, that's so fun.